Hello everyone. This is a part of our session. Next part. So part of lecture number 5, part 2. So we're continuing with our discussion on conduction electrons in metals. So today we have to calculate Fermi energy of a gas at T is equal to T0. So as you all know that at 0 degree Kelvin, the electrons are occupied up to the Fermi energy, that is EF. So above this value of energy of Fermi energy, no more electrons are occupied, and all the electrons are occupied from the lowest, beginning at the lowest state up to the Fermi energy EF, and there is only one electron in each state according to our Pauli's exclusion principle. So this is the condition at 0 degree Kelvin. So we are just going to analyze that to find out the value of this Fermi energy EF. This Fermi energy EF is also denoted by mu 0, that is also known as the chemical potential of the gas. So now we know that the energy of a particle is given by p square by 2m. This is the relation of the energy of a particle to its momentum p, which can also be written by h cut square k square by 2m. So directly you can see one thing from this is E is directly proportional to k, the wave vector. I hope you all can remember what is k, the wave vector of an electron. So if there is an electron, there is a wave associated with the electron, and if you express this wave in an axis like this, so you can say that we can express this wave. Normally we express wave in terms of time and the position x, but if you express the wave without in a position x, and regard this as a standing wave, the wave of an electron is a standing wave, this one wavelength from top to here, this is the k of this wave. So we can also say that we are expressing this in k space or length inverse space. K is equal to 2 pi by lambda. So k has units of length inverse. So if you express this waves inside a space or called k space, so you are expressing in a length inverse space, or also it is called the reciprocal space. So this much about k is just a brush up about the idea about k. So now at T is equal to 0, temperature is equal to 0, this energy will become our Fermi energy, or mu 0, represented as Fermi energy or mu 0, and is given by this P. Momentum is Fermi momentum, PF, subscript F. So pf square by 2m, or h cut square kf square by 2m. So the electron that is here at the top, so the wave vector corresponding to that is given by kf. Okay, so I am writing mu 0 is equal to pf square by 2m is equal to h cut square kf square by 2m. So if you want to find out the volume of a sphere, okay, inside in k space, so it will be 4 by 3 pi kf cube. 4 by 3 pi kf cube is the volume of the sphere inside k space. So if this is your k space and this is your Fermi energy here, so it will have a wave vector of kf. So volume of this sphere will be 4 by 3 pi kf cube. Now from our previous discussions, we already know that density of states for any energy E available is given by V by 2 pi cube. So the number of states inside the Fermi sphere, so if this is our Fermi sphere, so if you want to find the number of states inside that, just multiply this density of states multiplied by the volume of the Fermi sphere. So I'm just doing that, V by 2 pi cube multiplied by 4 by 3 pi kf cube. So now if you want to find the total number of states, so I have to multiply this value by 2. Why do I have to do that? Because each electron has a spin half. So one electron, if you take, it can either be plus half or minus half. So these two states are available for one electron. So that is why I am multiplying this with 2. Now if I have at temperature T is equal to 0 if I have total number of states as this. So as we all know, at T is equal to 0, all the states up to this state are filled. So that means, and also another condition is that only one electron can fill in one state. So then this will give you the total number of electrons present inside the inside that system at that temperature T is equal to 0. Okay, so from this equation I'm just going to write out the value of Kf. So I can get it as Kf is equal to 3 pi square n by V. So n, this whole thing I am taking as n. So if I write Kf I can write as 3 pi square by n by V whole raised to 1 by 3, and lambda is equal to 2 pi by Kf, so 2 pi by this value. So now we know that lambda is inversely proportional to Kf. So if Kf is any state above Kf will not be filled up. So similarly, any state with lambda f greater than lambda f will be filled because it is inversely proportional, and any state with lambda lesser than lambda f will not be filled just because it is both are inversely proportional. So that is what I have written over here. And Fermi energy mu 0 is equal to this h cut square by 2m kf square. So we already found the value of kf here. So just substitute, and so you have the value for our Fermi energy at T is equal to 0. Okay, so that's all. I'll halt here for this lecture.